We're with Denver Pioneers head soccer coach Bobby Muuss as his team gets set to take on two teams this weekend at Utah Valley and home against Portland. And, Coach, do you like playing one game this weekend on the road and one at home, or would you rather have two on the road or two at home?
I don't think it really matters. We did the same schedule, not with these two teams, but we actually went to Portland on a Friday last year, came back and played Cal Poly on a Sunday. We're going to have to get used to traveling, and we're going to get into our conference season where we're going to be on the road a little bit more. Obviously, we'd like to be home as much as possible, but we're going to one of the, it's a new program, but one of the best atmospheres in college soccer right now at Utah Valley, and then we have a really good Portland team here at Cyber.
What is the mindset you want your team to take into a road game?
We have to bring the emotion. It really, when you're on the road in college soccer, it's just the 27 of us and the staff, or the 27 players and the staff. No different than when we're here. We want to try to be comfortable where we're at. More importantly, we want to try to make sure that we can impose our game on the opponent, which is not always the easiest thing to do on the road, especially in a really tough environment like we'll see at Utah. But really just play our game. No real differences being on the road and at home. Just keeping our focus. Our preparation could sometimes even be better on the road because you don't have distractions of class or, just the student body around.
The team is 4-0 at home this year. What makes Denver so difficult to play at Cyber Field?
I don't know. I think it's more preparation. Like I said, we're in and out. Our regeneration could be a little bit better. We have our training room facilities, or we have our strength coach on off days. We, have our media room. They're just in their locker room. They hang out, and and they just feel comfortable where they're at. And I think you look at anybody is probably better at home than they are away. The size of our field. The comfort with how we play with the surface. I think is always a positive.
Oliver Brown came back last weekend, had a shutout against New Hampshire. What does it mean to have an experienced senior goalkeeper back there?
Well, it's just Oliver's leadership. Once Oliver went down in the spring, we felt very comfortable with Cody Thompson, and we knew we had Nick Gardner and Ryan Massey coming in. So we thought, like, from a positional stance that the position would be filled and be filled in a with a lot of talent. The one thing is just we lose Oliver's maturity and his experience. He's been a 3-year starter for us, and I think he brought that immediately. It's like maybe he's not as game fit for a goalkeeper. Is tough to say, but just hasn't been in inside the post in an 11v11 game for a long time, since last fall. But the one thing that you can't lose is his experience, and I think his leadership and his organization with some young guys in the back. Because Oliver was playing there on Sunday, we were able to, we put in 3 guys off the bench in the back 4, which I think is always a nice added benefit.
In basketball, when a guy's shooting the ball well, the coach likes to feed the fire. Does that translate in soccer? For instance, Costa Cordistos has scored 2 brilliant goals the last 2 games. Do you try to get him more involved now in the offense, thinking that maybe he has the hot hand?
No, not much. I think Costa's part of our attack. I think we can interchange, between 6, 7 guys, maybe even 8 guys in our front 4. And we got a handful of guys with multiple goals this year with Eric Cronenberg, like you said, Costa, Teddy Mullen has scored a couple of goals. Ryan Dotson from the back has got one the other day. So it's one of those is we're going to be an interchangeable, front 4. And we don't have that one guy that's going to lead us right now. And we're doing it, in groups, which is great. But Costa deserves these goals that he got this weekend. He's been close. He's been working extremely hard on both ends of the ball, and actually found the back of the net, only build his confidence.
These are 2 very important non-league games. Is there any fear on your part that the team might be peeking ahead to league play?
Oh, no. Peeking ahead would be that we've shut out our last 4 opponents and we'd be 6-0 instead of 4-2. We have a lot of work to do, and I think consensus across the board from every player and every person on the staff, although we won both games this weekend, we would like to see them win them in different fashions. We spoke at the end of the Friday game, just leaking a couple of goals late. Probably game should have been easier than it was, to where we managed a pretty efficient performance on Sunday, where we deserved the win. It's just a matter of when it was going to come at that point. But no, we have to get better defensively if we want to reach our goals. I'd like to see us even generate more attack than we did on Sunday, but that may have been some heavy legs at that point. But we have a long way to go if we're going to be talking about peaking.
Well, you're at Utah Valley Friday night, home here at Cyber Field, 5 o'clock kickoff on Sunday against Portland. Good luck, Bobby.
Thank you very much.